Marhaba everyone, today I'm gonna experience the mystical art of coffee reading. So basically coffee reading is the reading of coffee ground patterns after you drink your coffee, and from there your fortunes will be told. And it cannot work for any types of coffee. You cannot do it with instant coffee. You do it with Turkish coffee where it's almost like 50% water and 50% coffee grounds. And after you drink your coffee, turn over your cup, the coffee grounds will form a pattern and your fortunes will be read from there. So it is a very unique experience to get your fortunes told by coffee grounds, no matter how ridiculous that sounds. However, there's one big problem. Coffee reading in Turkey is technically illegal. So you can imagine not a lot of places will be too excited about a guy coming in with a video camera and a microphone. But having said that, I think I found one place was a bit more open to that and will allow me to take videos of the interior, the exterior of the shop, maybe just not the people, and hopefully some of the coffee reading experience. I'm currently now in Taksim. I'm gonna find one of those alleys on the, I don't know if it's the left or right, to find a cafe, and then we'll see what goes on after that. So I just arrived at the street where the coffee reading cafes are here. There's about 4 to 5 of them, and hopefully I can get into one of them and do my coffee reading there with a video. Or wish me luck. So if you're wondering why I look different today, because this is a different day. Last time I came there wasn't any English speakers for the coffee reader, so I have to come back another day.
English today.
Today?
Yes.
Not today?
No.
Oh, I thought you said Tuesday.
Tuesday, yes. Sorry. Tuesday, yes.
Yeah, but Tuesday is
Yes.
today.
Google Translate you?
Thursday!
Yes.
Oh, I thought you said Tuesday, so I came. And today, the English-speaking coffee reader is here. So over here by right, you're not allowed to do any recording, but they're kind enough to allow me to do some recording. So I cannot record any stuff over here, any faces. It's just gonna be me and the place. So in a while, they will bring me my Turkish coffee, which is about maybe 50% coffee grounds. I asked for one with sugar, and she will also show me how to do it before getting my reading done. So I have to do a certain procedure with the coffee itself. And once I do that, and I'll just wait for my turn to get my coffee read. And now she's actually talking to the coffee reader whether I'm allowed to take at least a first minute footage of the reading itself. So hopefully, fingers crossed, I'm able to give you something. Check it out. This is the Turkish coffee that I got. You can see it's quite thick. So I just got my coffee. I'm just waiting for instructions before I do anything, so I'll just drink it first. The coffee is hot and you can still feel the coffee grounds floating around, so it does get in your mouth. Not sure if you can see, there's a lot of coffee grounds inside, and I have to kind of sip it until it's almost dry up. The coffee is strong. I don't know how much coffee grounds I've swallowed. Quite a lot. You can take like tiny sips so you don't kind of swallow the whole chunk of coffee grounds. Oh my god. Yeah. So for you guys who are interested in getting coffee read, try to call in first whether they have an English reader or not. Have a friend, bring a friend to translate for you. Otherwise, you'll just come here in vain. The fortune teller just took my coffee, turned it over on the saucer like that, and then took my coffee away. And she's ready for me, so let's go. So in this particular video, I will be going through the procedure of the coffee reading, the pricing, what she does during the coffee reading, the kind of information she offers you during your fortune telling, and what kind of questions you can ask her. This is particularly useful for people who want to do coffee reading themselves and wouldn't be taken aback by the whole process. What I would not be going through would be my personal fortune telling, for one main reason, which is the video would be way too long. But if you guys are interested in my fortune telling, drop it in the comments below and hit the like button. If I get 50 likes for this video, I will do a follow-up video on my personal fortune telling and what I really think about it. Okay, right off the bat, pricing. Since coffee reading is technically illegal, they are not allowed to have pricing on any menu for coffee reading. So what they do is they have an inflated price for their coffee. So this inflated price is the price for the coffee as well as coffee reading. So for this particular cafe that I went to, and mind you, this is the only cafe that allowed me to take a video inside. The pricing is decided by the reader herself. So it's not decided by the receptionist or the server at the cafe. So the pricing of the coffee reading goes from 200 lira to like 400 lira, depending on which cafe you go to. So for the cafes that I've asked before, I've had the first shop telling me that it'll be 400 lira and the next shop will be 200 lira. So once the price is mutually agreed on, she can start the reading. I can tell her I paid more than I expected to, but because she allowed me to record the whole process, the whole reading, I didn't really mind paying an extra bit. After that, she asked me to write my name and my age on her book, and I handed it back to her. To be honest, although she's the only English-speaking coffee reader there, her English wasn't perfect, but it was understandable. But at some point, it can get lost in translation, so sometimes she would use Google Translate to let it read back to me in English. Then she starts with lighting up a candle on the table where she burns a particular type of leaf. So at this point she's reading coffee patterns from my coffee cup and just telling me my fortune basically. She will lay out a deck of tarot cards where you have to pick 10 cards and she will decipher your future through that 10 cards. She also has other decks of cards such as the Katina card and the Osho card, where she asks you to pick 5 cards, 3 cards, and tell you your fortune from there. And the whole time she's doing the cards, she's also referring to the coffee cup as well. So it's almost like cross-referencing the cards with your coffee cup. So that's pretty much the procedure of the coffee reading. It's basically reading your coffee cup, your coffee grain patterns, getting your fortune through tarot cards and other types of cards such as Katina cards, Osho cards, angel cards. And what kind of information she offers you, a lot of it has to do with, firstly, it's your energy, your spiritual energy, whether you have good energy, your negative energy. And then she goes to what kind of problems you might have if you are a successful person or not, whether you have problems ahead or not. And a lot of it has to do with career and wealth as well, which she gives information on. And also a big chunk of it is actually on your love life. You know, if problems in your love aspect or your love life, or you're gonna get married or you're gonna get divorced, all that. So you know what they say, a man cares only for 2 things, like money or women. So I guess this is it, like it's either your career, wealth, or love. So these are kind of what I deciphered to be the 2 huge aspects of this coffee reading. And throughout this whole process, you can actually ask her questions, like specific questions pertaining to your life and what you want to know, or maybe the next big move that you want to make and you want to check with her. You can actually ask her, and then she'll probably pick up a deck of cards for you to choose and, you know, get you an answer from there. What kind of questions you can ask? You can ask any questions. You can ask if you should change job, you know, you could ask if you should get married next year, or you should ask whether the person you're dating is the right person. You could really ask her anything and she'll give you an answer through her own ways, which is probably through your cards and cross-referencing it with your coffee cup. That's what I concluded from watching her. I think it's interesting to see how she works, because and how like kind of different cards from different decks may say the same thing even though they're like kind of completely different. So my whole fortune telling, my coffee reading, the tarot cards reading, all the other decks of cards reading took about 20 to 30 minutes, and it's just 20 to 30 minutes of just information loading So if you were to go for a coffee reading and all these readings, I would suggest you bring a notepad and a pen. You know, write down the important things, because there's a lot of things she's gonna tell you. And it's interesting because I don't know if it's gonna come true or not, or you know, take it with a pinch of salt. But information can be so crazy that you'll be thinking like that's totally not possible. But at the same time, you'll be thinking it'd be cool if that happened. You know, so there's this kind of bizarre mystery surrounding this, and I think that's what kind of makes it important, and that's what people keep going to fortune tellers to get that kind of mystified feeling and that feeling of hope to a certain extent. That's kind of partially my experience with coffee reading and tarot card reading and all that. You have any specific questions that I did not go through during this video, put in the comments below. I will try to get back to you as soon as I can. And if you really want to know about my personal fortune and what I think about it, like I said, leave it in the comments as well, and hit the like button. If it hits 50 likes, I will do a follow-up video on my personal fortune telling, and it's actually quite interesting, at least for me.